One of the last things he said to me, please go for a test soon. I never saw him again because 2 weeks later he passed away.
I spent 2 years waking up and HIV being my first thought and going to sleep and HIV being my last thought of the day.
When I was diagnosed 20 years ago, I did not expect to be here today.
I was pregnant. I saw my life flash past me. It was like, I'm going to die, because that's how I thought about it.
I was diagnosed with HIV when my daughter was only 8.5 years of age. She was a little girl, and she said, you're going to die, Mummy, aren't you? My mother can't forget that.
I had no idea of what HIV meant, so I immediately thought I was going to die young. But I got to a point where it became suicidal, and I just didn't know what I was doing, to be honest, or how to deal with it at all.
World AIDS Day, a day where we commemorate, we talk about, we remember.
I don't think we can ever forget the people that we lost and the fights that people had to get me to where I am today, living with HIV.
You think about all the talent that was lost, all the creativity and the kindness and the joy of those people, because they just didn't have the option. It's hugely sad. And to know that that's not going to be my story is just remarkable.
It's a celebration of where we are and how far we've come.
Because we are on a fantastic journey, and what we've achieved in that 40 years is just fantastic. We've got to keep going and ensure that we all throughout the world achieve that target of 0 new transmissions by 2030.
And the way we do that is together, by talking to each other, by supporting each other through testing and through treatment.
It's a day to reflect. It's a day when we stop and we burn a candle. It's a time to be joyful and celebrate that, wow, we've got medication.
Going back in history, probably about 95% of people would die from their first AIDS diagnosis. Now, today, we're probably looking at less than 1%.
Stigma is something that's really, really massive and out there, and it's a big brick wall that I kind of feel that we are taking down one brick at a time.
It's important we come together because we need to fight the stigma together. There's no way we're going to fight it on our own.
HIV wants to attack our immune system.
If you're diagnosed with HIV today, the first thing is that it's not a death sentence. With treatment, people will live a normal life expectancy.
I suppose I want people to know that HIV is not what it used to be. This is what HIV looks like. It's me living a happy, healthy life.
I keep myself fit and well, and I enjoy life, and it's fantastic.
I had dreams before I was diagnosed with HIV, and I want those dreams to come true.
So anybody now has tested positive, I just would love to say it's going to be okay.
I mean, we now know that people living with HIV who are on treatment, their viral load is fully suppressed, cannot pass the virus on.
The virus is undetectable in my body. It's so small in my body now that it cannot be passed on, you know, and it's, for me, that was an amazing, it was an amazing just freedom.
And all just through taking a tablet a day. It's been life-changing.
I don't think unless you've experienced it, you can understand what Eucrasiu means to somebody living with HIV, because the fear of ever passing HIV on to somebody was my biggest fear, and now I can't do that, which is amazing.
The earlier you know about your HIV status, the better it is.
A lot of people say to me, Sue, what can we do? Test for HIV. That single act, you are contributing to ending HIV transmission by 2030. That one thing.
We should all know what our HIV status is. HIV testing is so straightforward now.
Knowing your status, it means that you can start taking control. Take control of HIV.